everybody, welcome back to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Today we are going to be doing another straight shave, and been kind of on a Kamisori kick last couple of days, so we're going to be doing that, and I'll show you the razor here in just a second. Plus, we're using a soap, and we'll go over that at the end. It hasn't been getting a lot of play lately, and it's a soap that I dearly love. I've had it since, or iterations of this maker, for a long time. And it just doesn't get mentioned as much as it used to. But it's a wonderful, wonderful soap. You know, obviously you can see by the way it, and personally I think this fragrance, which again I'll go over in a bit, is one of the nicest ones that she has. Just a wonderful, wonderful soap. Okay, for the razor, you've seen the razor before, but in a different iteration, in its, for lack of a better term, its naked form. It was a custom razor that was a gift. Wasn't ordered, it was a gift. It showed up in my doorstep as a surprise from a very good friend of mine. And it is a made by Jerry Stark, who no longer makes razors, but it was a Kamisori. And it is a 6/8 Western grind, this beast. And recently I rewrapped it in a katana style, and then just recently I added the purple and the little frilly thing. So the nice thing about this is it's a Western grind, so I can shave with it like I do just a normal straight razor. It is 6/8, just a shy less than 7/8, and it does have a little bit of a smile on it. I have taken it across the linen, the leather, the balsa, back to the linen and leather, and then back to the balsa strap, the convex strap. And it is just a wonderful, wonderful shaver. I like the fact that Jerry put a thumb notch in it and the twist. Completely hand forged, not stamped. And like I said, it showed up completely by accident. And in the traditional way, it's a quarter hollow. As are most of the other razors that Jerry has made. They're just amazing shavers. And this soap is just the florals, because it does have an Asian theme, a little bit of an Asian theme to it. So it's absolutely just fun razor, fun soaps. And this razor shaves just like a regular straight, just in a Kamisori form. So great first pass. Don't forget to come and see us at the Shaving Cabaret. We'd certainly enjoy having you come see us. We are probably the only forum in the internet, and I apologize, you're hearing my husky Kona upset because he can't go outside right now. So he sits at the door and whines. But anyhow, we're a different style forum. We certainly have rules, and we keep those rules good, but at the same time, we don't judge you for how you shave. And I know that that's been a topic at many other forums. That's why we're self-moderated. The only moderators are me and my partners, the owners, and then we have a support staff of concierge, and they're there to help people. As I said earlier, this is a Western style Kamisori, so it is a symmetrical grind. That's why I can use it with both hands fairly easily. And I gotta say, since I wrapped it, this is the first use that I've had since I've wrapped it. And I had it wrapped once before with paracord, and it didn't feel right. This time I did it with artificial sinew or catgut and bamboo cord, which is more traditional anyways. And it's been just very nice. I mean, it holds in my hand real well. I don't have to trail my pinky behind it. And that's primarily on a much smaller, because if you watched my video yesterday, you saw there's quite a bit of a difference between this one and the one I did yesterday. So good too fast. Excuse me one second. Kona, come lay down. Kona is for those of you that know me on the shaving cadre, you also know Kona. Kona is known as El Doggo. He's also known as the better-looking cousin of Wile E. Coyote. And the reason why I say that is he is half German Shepherd, half Siberian Husky, but he's on the chocolate brownish tan side. He gets that from the Shepherd. And instead of having the bright blue eyes, the brown eyes of the Shepherd and the blue eyes of the Husky mixed, and he's got bright emerald green eyes. Pretty striking. And if you see him out in the yard, he also looks like he could tear you apart because he's got what we call crazy eyes. But he is the sweetest pup on the planet. Crazy, as for those of you that have experience with Huskies, you know that they can be nuts. They have minds of their own. But he has the same exact colorations as Wile E. Coyote in the cartoon, so that's why we know him as that. And some of you may be saying, well, Dave, why don't you have a doggy door? Let him out. Well, where we live in a very ranch-prone area, out in the middle of nowhere, that's, even though our yard's completely fenced, or our acreage is completely fenced, we also have cats. Unfortunately, one of the cats is Siamese. And he likes to go out as well. So we don't have a doggy door, so we have to kind of be their slaves, so to speak. But that's okay. we don't mind. Actually, this razor with the new wrapping on it is much, much easier to hang on to than the raw steel, and feels a lot more maneuverable, which is kind of nice, especially for this monster size. Although I think I just touched down, because I broke one of my cardinal rules of make sure the razor is moving when you touch down, and I didn't. And it doesn't look like it did anything, well, at least not yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's see how we did overall. See if we need to do any cleanup. A little bit. Always miss this area right here. There we go. This one I can flat blade. And it's much easier to rotate in my fingers as I'm coming up through. I don't know if you can see that, but I start here and then I rotate my hand through, but keep the fulcrum as close as I can. Yeah, so this wrapping actually went very well because I hadn't been able to do that rotating in my fingers like a pencil when it was just the metal, which makes it kind of nice. All right. So again, for the razor today, a Jerry Starks 6/8 3/4 hollow Western grind Kamisori that's been rewrapped. And so far it has been just a wonderful, wonderful shave with it like this. We'll see what the alum says. Definitely a DS BBS shave, and for those of you that don't know what that is, that's Dolphin Smooth Baby Butt Smooth. A little bit of burn right in here, but I expected that because that's where I touched down, but nowhere else. Today we're going to use, today we'll use this. Pink Grapefruit and Orange Ride by Quinn's. Good stuff. Better than the other witch hazel with a T that some of us promoted for years and never even got an acknowledgement. Although Quinn's we just started and we really haven't gotten anything from them either. So Quinn's, if you're listening. And speaking of all of those, down here in the description section, please check out all the channels below. Some shaving, some non-shaving. I think you'll enjoy them. These are people that support the cadre or just channels that I think are worthy of looking at. Okay, so we showed you the razor. The brush for today was one that I'm using almost constantly now, but it fit the theme of the Kamisori, and that is the Eric Sorrentino Pillars of Creation. It's a beautiful, the camera does it. It's teal and copper and white, and this front area kind of looks a little bit like a butterfly or a jasmine flower, and that leads us to what we use for our soap. I said earlier that this soap is not getting a lot of play on the forum as of late, and that's sad because she is one of our artists and retailers, and Michelle is wonderful, and she's been around the game a long time. Back 4 or 5 years ago, almost every Shave of the Day photo had her stuff in it, but more soaps out there. But this is my absolute favorite that she has. I will always have a puck of this, and this is Mystic Water Jasmine. It is absolutely the finest jasmine fragrance in a soap, and her shave properties are top notch. I mean, your face feels wonderful after the shave. And then to kind of go with that, and Sam Wood Pusher over at the Cadre and I have a kind of a running joke on Petrolon. This is the Swiss Petrolon in the red bottle, which has a very floral jasmine, almost a pear note in it, and it is just wonderful. There is 2 other versions. There's a blue version, and maybe that's the Swiss. I don't remember, because I'm old, and you know how that goes. But Sam's old too. But anyways, he uses the Petrolon with the blue label, and that smells like basically somebody licking a wet ashtray. Now, what that smells like, you can just imagine. So this is so much nicer. And the skin properties, again, on Petrolon are fantastic. For the talc today, for the last week, we've been using this same Yardley Elegance. It's just wonderful. Green enough to use with any floral scent, and very close to my coveted Penhaligon's English Fern, which I've mentioned almost on every video the last couple of days. So, do you get it? It smells like English Fern. Not exactly, but it's close. Oh, wonderful stuff. And then we're going to finish up with an EDT that you can get at Target, or, as you know, for those of you that are into fragrance, at Target. You can also buy it online. But for a $19 EDT or $20 EDT, the silage and the projection is almost EDP, or almost egg straight strength, and that is Duke Cannon. And this is Seneca, and this has got some citrus, some neroli, but it also has some jasmine, which is what we were going for today. So good stuff, and so forth. So that's it for our shave today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Come and see us at the Shaving Cadre. I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and we'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully with a new razor. We're not sure if it'll be here yet. So have a great day.